a lovely morning here in Stratford, and it's time to leave. We have enjoyed our weekend in Stratford by the sea, and of course Stratford is in a river valley, and to come out of a river valley you have to go uphill, and to go uphill that means locks, locks and lots of locks. So here we go.
And we're off. Just have to manoeuvre around the trick boats. Just had a chat to a couple of French people who are interested in the boat. Most of the boats have gone now from this basin, Bancroft Basin, and now we're going to head up the Stratford Canal. So it's all uphill from here. Our first bridge, very low. Even I have to duck for this one. Ooh, careful. Passing the Red Lion, where we ate on Saturday. It's our first lock.
So you'll have to hold it with the engine against the flow of the lock, darling.
This is lock 55, our first narrow lock for a long time. The first of 16 today. Look at this beautiful garden, planted by Linda and Ken. Shame I've had breakfast already.
Back on the canals, Twisty Narrow, lots of locks. Moored up, 4 locks in, 11 to go. Time to go shopping and emptying Elsan and filling with water. The usual stuff.
Very low. A railway bridge. And another bridge. You see, there's something interesting round every corner on the canal.
And here we are approaching Wilmcote Locks, a flight of 11 I think that raises the canal 70 feet out of the Avon Valley. Looks busy, looks like there's boats going up and down and up. So I'll go and find out what's going on.
First of 12 locks on this stretch till we can rest. Done the shopping, emptied the toilet, so we're all set to go. Right, we're at the bottom of Wilmcote Locks, 11 locks. We've been told there's some lock keepers, so that'd be nice and helpful. So we'll see how long it takes us. Just have to wait for a boat coming down at the moment.
And so far the locks are set in our favour, and there are CRT volunteers. Fantastic. Little break, little walk, and here's the next lock. Volunteers are helping us single-handed down, so I think this is down to me and Judith, of course, who steers in and out of those locks like a pro. And here is the breach in the Stratford Canal that almost threatened to stymie our trip. But as you can see, they've patched it up for now. and they'll fix it properly later, hopefully. Last 3 locks, I think. The lockies have gone off for their lunch and these are against us. But I guess you can't have it all your own way. It's been okay coming up so far, and they are very beautiful as you get out of outer Stratford upon Avon. Here we are at the top of the locks. Now let's go and find somewhere to moor. Straight after the locks we have this tiny bridge. Will we fit through? That was tight. Well done, Judith. And here we are at Wilmcote. Nice little mooring. Trying to get used to what a canal mooring's like after those rather spacious moorings on the river or in the basin at Stratford. But this is very pleasant. Now it's time for lunch. Well, I really didn't want to, but this is a perfect mooring for painting the scratches on the side of the boat, and I'm really glad we did it. But now we're off for a little explore, a short explore after the exertions of the day. We might as well see Mary Arden's house. We might as well go to Mary Arden's pub. And this is all we get to see of Mary Arden's farm. Mary Arden was Shakespeare's mother, and apparently she lived here as a girl. Although I doubt she lived in those modern buildings. She probably lived in the old ones we can't see because the gate's shut. Shakespeare hasn't quite released his grip on us. Quite yet. And the local pub cashes in. The Mary Arden. But we'll go and have some beer there, regardless of his historical connections. Back at the boat. We've had our tea. And we're going to go for a little constitutional. We weren't that impressed with the pub, so I didn't show you much of that. But I did want to mention the fact that this Bridge 59 is part of canal history, because here in 1958 Warwickshire County Council wanted to lower the road bridge over the canal, which they claimed had become disused, and therefore decommissioned the canal for future cruising. The Stratford Canal Society were able to produce 2 valid canoe licences, proving that the navigation was still used, and that spearheaded the drive to restore this canal, which was one of the first canal restorations in the country. So here we sit at one of the milestones of the canal restoration of the UK. Anyway, thought you'd think that was interesting. I'm going to say good night, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning from Wilmcote. And after a rainy start, it seems to have brightened up a bit, so we're going to head off. Today we're going to do a short cruise after yesterday's exertions, but I'm looking forward to going over the longest aqueduct in England. So let's go.
And we're off. Only a couple of hours today. We're going to Wootton Warwood. Another one of these very, very narrow bridges.
Okay. Fantastic aqueduct. Longest in England. Amazing. As long as you're not scared of heights, that is. Coming into the visitor moorings, Yew Tree Farm, over Headstone Aqueduct's little brother. Nice little mooring here at Wootton Warwen, pub over there, Anglo Welsh Hire Base. They very kindly lent me a old buffer, I suppose, given me button, that's the word. Lent me an old button that I could use to stop the sides scraping the boat. So they're nice and secure and snug. And we'll have some lunch. Time to go for a little explore. I haven't really done a country walk for a while. And we're going to have a look at that aqueduct. And we start off by walking back down the canal over that little aqueduct. Don't mind though, because it was a beautiful section of canal. Strange sunken towpath these aqueducts have. One of those impossibly narrow little bridges with the gap for the horse's rope to go through on the bridge parapet itself. And it's no hardship to revisit this absolutely gorgeous stretch of canal. Here we are standing on the Headstone Aqueduct with this strange sunken towpath which gives you a sort of fisheye view of the boats going across it. Don't often get an eye-level view of a boat going past on the canal.
I appreciate how sedate and not sedate, what's the word? Peaceful.
Yeah, you're in the west tunnel, I tell you.
Yeah.
Bloody
Just
hell.
got to keep it straight. That's all.
Yeah.
So we've climbed up out of that valley. We're looking at the canal and the view beyond, which is pretty stunning on this fine summer's afternoon. Judith, the horse whisperer. Warm pork scratchings at the Navigation Inn. I think you deserve this. You got your crisps, haven't you? Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, a relative peace has fallen. And we're back on the boat. Tea's in the oven. Plenty of hot water for a shower. We don't plan on going anywhere else this evening. So I think it's time to say good night. I hope you've enjoyed this little trip up from Stratford. And if you have, please like, comment and subscribe as usual. And I look forward to seeing you the next time when we're carrying on up the locks back towards the Midlands. But plenty to see before we get there. Bye for now.